Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag.
All right, we are live, coming to you live from Varsity Park Studios.
Woo!
Right.
Let's go.
Hello.
Yes, sir. I'm your host tonight, Mr. Don Show. I have to my right our usual host, Randall's wife, Rachel Horn.
Hey.
Right here.
Hi.
Let's say hello. And then
Yo,
I'm not.
I don't need an
wife.
I don't need an introduction.
we'll just say Rachel.
Everybody knows.
She's got like 4 names over here. Brand himself, Oxlong, the snack director.
What's up? Good to see
Good to
you.
see you guys. And far left over here, as always, Mr. Robbo.
Hello.
How we doing?
Doing good.
Hey,
Doing
bud.
great. All right, happy to be here, guys. As always, coming to you from Varsity Park Studios, live on Facebook at varsityparkfacebook.com. All right, and check us out. They're the newest innovative and storage business center in the area, so check them out. We're always here every Tuesday, 6 o'clock. We're always repping Varsity Park.
Thanks, Varsity Park. Shout out Varsity Park.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, letting us use this area. It's been a blessing. The last 6 months, I think they've let us.
It's been a hot minute, but I think we got in here right
About
after
a
the
half
chili
a
cook-off.
year,
They've been super great, super supportive.
It's been fun.
Jim's always there to help us out, so shout out Varsity Park. Thanks, everybody.
Jim's a good dude. I've known him for a while, as has Randy. So yeah, he's been in the works, helping us out behind the scenes, making this happen. So it's been awesome getting to do this with everybody and having Jim as backup, just setting everything up.
Oh, sorry. My
Put it
bad.
down a little bit.
My son, bad.
All right. Well, let's kick it off as always with a little preview of our snacks for the day before we get into any sports.
Okay, yeah.
So let's see what the Ox has for us today.
All right, so it's been a few weeks since I've been on the show, so I thought I'd
saving up.
bring 3 snacks, so we'll kind of review these 3 I've got. I'm
Right.
pretty optimistic.
Okay.
So, what do you guys want to start with? I got chips and I got cookies, and one.
You know
Rachel
you
decide,
like.
'cause
Well,
she
you know
hasn't
we
been on
like
for a
the
while.
salty sweet salty sandwich.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like we tend
Okay,
to like that.
salty.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with these. All right.
The pink bag.
So we have a
Got pink
history
bag
of
here.
Takis on these show. We brought the
Okay.
Buck and Ranch, which were a hit.
Buck and Ranch.
So they've got some. I guess
No
this
way.
might be a fall flavored Takis or holiday Takis or whatever. So they had these, and I was like, well, these of course are going to be delicious.
Yeah.
But right next to them, just for context, I wanted to let you guys know that right next to it was a bag of Takis Cobra. And I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting.
Purple Cobra trivia flash.
Yeah, Cobra. I was like, okay, well, I was like, that tells me nothing of what the flavor is. I know it's not Cobra flavored. So
right.
look at the, it was Worcestershire chip flavor. Like it was,
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that. And I was like,
You know how I feel.
yeah, I'm not going to
Worcestershire.
step out. I don't want to step out on that limb. So maybe we'll do
Cobra might be
Takis
better than
Cobra,
that.
but for tonight,
What? Oh.
Maybe
Cobra
A1.
flavor.
Yeah,
That would be
an
really
A1,
strong,
an
though.
A1. That
I don't
sounds
know about
exactly
that.
right because they can't say A1, something like that.
No, A1 would be good. I don't want Worcestershire chips, but
It'd be
give me some
tangy.
A1.
But
A1
imagine that's what it tastes
way
like.
better.
All right, Lays, take our idea.
But anyways, I got the
Takis,
Takis
though.
limited edition churro charge. They're just
All right,
cinnamon
churro.
and sugar, and I know I'm gonna
Anything
like these,
cinnamon?
and it's okay.
Anything cinnamon.
Cinnamon, huh?
They look good.
So are they? Oh, they're sweet.
They're sweet, non-spicy. It says right here on the
Oh, I
back.
thought those were
So
spicy.
okay, all right, yeah, Randy lurking in the
Hey,
shadows.
Randy.
Still here.
Sorry, I gotta go, but yeah.
All right, Randy, come on.
I saw
He
the
loves churros.
Yeah,
I
just
saw them, I was like, oh.
Churros.
Pass them to your lovely wife.
stick around for the snacks.
Thank you.
Let me go.
We getting
Okay,
to,
bye.
we getting to give away since he wanted to comment from the other room.
What's up,
All right,
Adam? How you
cinnamon
doing,
sugar,
brother?
Cinnamon sugar. What's up, Adam? Oh, that smells good. God bless. Oh, he was diving right in. Look at that, a little bland.
Oh,
Smells
no.
great.
Weird.
A little like
I like them.
salty on the inside, or is that?
There's too much tortilla chip finish.
That flavor with the tortilla
It's too
chip.
strong.
Absolutely.
like-
Like finishes as tortilla chip.
It finishes as a tortilla, like a corn chip.
Literally,
Exactly. Like a
yeah. You get
Frito.
that
Like a
cinnamon,
a
and it
Frito.
takes so long to chew that thing.
I'm a little let down by those.
Interesting. They smell great in the bag.
No, the
love
first
the
initial hit, they taste good. You're like, these are going to be really great. And then they just, I don't know.
Brought to you by Ghost
We'll
Energy
see.
as well.
We'll hear about them later.
We can, yeah.
All right, well, I sat down with some ghosts, thank God.
All right. Next one I got.
Move on.
These are Ruffles Jalapeno Ranch.
Ruffles
I like a
jalapeno
good
ranch.
little bit of a spicy ranch.
Yes.
I'm not usually.
So I want to see how strong
the-
the
I love
jalapeno, because
the-
I like spicy. I don't imagine it's going to be too spicy, but I want to see.
I like dipping
Oh, Adam, yeah,
chips
Diesel.
in ranch
That's
anyway,
him.
so this
Randy
could
works
be
with him.
really
I
good.
want to keep this like up for multiple, like instead.
Like so that you don't
Cutting
have
off
to
in
keep
15
opening it up. Well,
He
you
has-
know,
he has
we have
problems
to
with that.
blocked with against Carson.
Right.
Keep him out of the
I thought you would know. That's why I handed you. Because Randall has some special parental settings on his
Oh, yeah,
iPad.
I'm sure he does.
Shuts off every 10 seconds. All right, here we go.
We'll get it. We'll work it out.
Jalapeno ranch.
Did you get some?
Smell it. It smells great. Got a little kick, or is it just ranch?
Oh,
smells like
no,
just
there's a
ranch.
kick.
Okay.
There's a kick on those. They're good. I like those a lot.
Yeah. The jalapeno makes that.
What do you think, Rachel?
I think it's subtle. I don't
It's
think
just like a
lot.
low level. Like,
Chill, chill. Like
I got the
chill,
reaction,
chill.
you know, just to.
I chill during a game and eat quarter bag of those. For sure. Some dip.
I'd rather just take some plain Ruffles and dip in some ranch.
Just regular ranch.
Yeah,
Got a little
I like the
spice.
French
Got a
onion
little
dip.
kick.
The French onion dip.
I'd do that too, but I like.
Just regular ranch, though. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't
it's,
know about
it's,
that.
it's
It is delicious.
you don't have to know about it. I do, and it's fucking great.
But it has to be like restaurant ranch, like McAdoo's Ranch, Anthony's.
Yeah,
Ranch.
yeah, I get. Okay,
It can't be
'Cause
like
there's
Hidden
different
Valley
like
ranch.
restaurant ranch and
No, it
bottled
has to
ranch.
be. Oh, absolutely. But it has to be
Alright.
like
Restaurant ranch.
yeah, restaurant ranch.
Yes.
Okay, that okay.
Yes.
Then I
Yes.
totally agree with you, 100%.
Good. Thanks for specifying.
Absolutely.
Bottled ranch has like a funk kind of flavor
It's
to
got.
it. It's not.
It's just this thickness. It's. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. For sure.
Y'all ready?
All
for
right.
Y'all ready for the last snack?
All right, so
Now we've had a
kind of chip.
pretty good history of Oreos on this show.
Always
I mean, is there
finding-
anything? Is there such thing as bad? Although I'm
The Coke ones, I couldn't do the Coke ones.
So no, I skipped the
do
Coke
Coke.
flavored Oreos.
Everyone's doing those now. It's like this mercy.
So anyway, I got the Toffee Crunch Oreo.
I'm alright.
You know where it is.
Toffee flavored cream with
Really? You
sugar
want toffee?
crystals.
Like Heath? Like Heath bar top?
I'm hoping it
Probably
tastes
like a Heath bar inside
I do
inside an
love
Oreo.
I'm getting the whiff of toffee
Heath,
already.
Heath.
Oreo has been on a roll. I'm
Are
not
these
gonna lie.
double
It's like-
stuff?
No, these are regular
but
stuff.
the
And this is
variations are
bullshit.
always bigger.
I mean, they look
bullshit.
They are. They
They
did a
look
study
kinda-
that the like seasonal Oreos are
like a 1.5 stuff.
13% larger or something than regular Oreos.
Double
They're
it. That's a lot.
13% larger than double
All
stuff.
right, he just
No,
went
they're
all
regular.
all in.
No.
Brent's all
Double
in.
stuff doesn't even look like this anymore.
Brent's all in. There you go.
Instead, they fill it up with this toffee shit.
You know,
It does have the Heath bar inside.
the one that makes it, the sugar crystals in it make it a
Yeah,
little
the
crunchy.
crunch.
Absolutely. I was
Yes.
kind of like,
Oh no, you eat off that. I don't want
You
it.
don't like it?
I was like,
No,
that's
I wasn't
just like
going to.
boring. But then when I
alright.
hit a crunch,
I don't.
you're right. I was
And
like,
then, but I don't like toffee.
Right.
So
You
why
don't-
would I like it?
You don't like toffee?
he
It
just
does
said
have a
that.
good flavor though. It has like
Welcome to the
it has,
conversation.
has a great flavor. Toffee
I'm in
crunch.
my own
It is
world
a
over here.
crunch.
He's always in his own
I'm
world.
trying direct snacks over here.
And you're doing a great job.
He's always
Great
in his own
choice.
world.
I like these. We'll talk
All
more.
right.
Ooh, what do you think, Don?
Those are pretty good. Not too bad. You know, we'll give them our grades at the end, but like Rachel said, the chips were subtle. Takis, like you said, a little disappointing. Smell is a lot better than the actual taste. And you gotta like toffee to like those things. So
Sorry, brother.
Wow.
we'll do our final judgments at the end.
If you want to have one later, just let me know. Okay.
Well, thank you for that. As always, guys, thank you guys for listening in and tuning in. I see we already have 7 guys tuning in right now. We appreciate you guys every week commenting, talking to us. We always give you guys shout outs. Anything you guys want to talk about or chime in, what's you guys' favorite snacks or something that maybe Brent can get for next week, anything like that, just let us
I'm
know.
down. I'm always open to suggestions
Yeah, we
because I
love-
just kind
we
of go
love-
at whatever the mood strikes me when I walk into the
We're
store.
getting towards like Thanksgiving and Christmas, so get some ideas to us, and we'll definitely follow through. Also, we have an anniversary episode giveaway coming up. Randall was asking about it earlier. As we said last week, we're trying to get up to our 250 mark on subscribers. So I know we are right around 156, 157. We're trying to creep up in the next month to that 250 if possible. So we're trying to get your people to get their people, just
Yeah.
get other people
And then you
involved.
could
If
win
you-
$250.
Yes, and
So-
you're in the giveaway if you are a
Holiday
subscriber.
time.
If
So
you need,
just-
you need what cash around Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah. Share the pod.
Good
Yeah, just
Christmas
click the
present.
button.
Go towards anything for the fam, anything
And
for
if
the
you're one of
kids.
those 250, you're gonna get.
Yes.
Yes, one of those 250, you'll be involved in the giveaway. So just like and subscribe, and get your guys involved. And we appreciate the guys that are involved every week. You guys tuning in. You guys are why we're here. So we
Good time.
appreciate it for sure. We don't show up just for nobody. So
Appreciate y'all.
yes, sir. All right.
Kroger
So-
spicy peanuts.
I saw the Kroger, and honestly, I like Kroger spicy peanuts.
I love those.
They're a little salty.
Yes.
They're a little salty, but they're pretty good.
This dude Adam. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say.
I love nuts.
This dude
I
Adam
do too.
loves the Kroger spicy peanuts.
What you do?
Always has. Always got
Say
that
what
big
you want,
can of
man.
nuts there, don't you, bud?
Everybody likes little nut.
All right, we got the nut lovers here. All right. So first, I feel like we should talk about the little bit of altercation that happened over the weekend with our former Hall of Fame center, Mr. Jason Kelsey. It was kind of awesome to see, like initial part of that video where, they're walking up. He's going through a college campus, I think, and people are talking.
Walking around at
at
Penn
him.
State.
Oh, yeah.
Walking around at Penn State, just
At Penn State.
And
chugging beers before
yeah.
a college football game.
just like
It was a
just
good
like he
time
has
as a
been.
human
He's
being.
trying to-
as many do.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's trying to enjoy his retirement, like he's been doing. He's been loving life, as you've been seeing him all over the place. I'm really glad that he did what he did, but somebody had said something very disrespectful about his bro, Mr. Travis Kelsey, and he did not
Yeah,
like it. Do you
man,
know
he-
exactly what he said? Did
There-
you guys catch?
There's certain things you
That's what
can't
I'm
say
saying.
about
Going around.
somebody. Yeah, I mean, if you're privy to the video, then you know what the word we're talking about. But if someone comes to my
Oh, yeah,
direct
okay, I
your
remember. It was
brother,
F word,
he
F
comes up
word.
to me and says something
The F
along
word.
those lines,
Absolutely.
I mean, that kid was out
And
there
like
looking for trouble.
unprovoked, yeah, like
Yes.
pushing
Like-
a big, like poking a bear.
He
I mean,
literally,
Yeah,
dude,
I'm
looks
not
like a bear.
poking a
He's
bear.
like,
I'm not one to
huge.
stick up for celebrities, thing like that. But as far as like your privacy and just having the ability to walk around and not get harassed,
Yes.
he deserves that right, whether he's Jason Kelsey or not. So this
Absolutely.
kid I'm glad he just snatched that phone and just pelted it into the crust of the earth.
Yes.
And then,
Lucky he didn't.
and if
smash
he
his
wasn't,
face.
the kid's only doing that because he is Jason Kelsey.
Absolutely.
So if it were some other just giant NFL offensive lineman looking dude, that kid wouldn't have said a word. So he was just out there looking for trouble.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, he
And
was.
he's high profile anyway. He's been in the news. It's it feels like the spotlight is brighter on him specifically.
I agree.
But I think he handled Team Kelsey. I think he handled it the right way.
I agree, but apparently the Penn State Police and Public Safety are investigating the incident for criminal mischief and disorderly conduct.
Right.
Well, I mean, once there's evidence of it, it's hard to.
And I heard he went
ignore
back
it,
and
right?
smashed it again a second
Well.
time, and that was what was like another video. I guess the
Yeah,
initial
the
video
video
was just
kept going.
one. Yeah. So I thought it was
We
pretty.
can buy the kid a new phone.
That's
No
what
problem.
I'm saying. He's
Right.
he's lucky he didn't smash his face. This dude's a Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer. His brother's probably gonna be the same. You don't need to disrespect these guys to try to.
I think he
get-
probably
get a-
could have.
get a rise
I think
out
he
of him,
probably
you know?
could have pushed that kid to the ground and no one would have said anything. Not punch him, just like push
Oh
him.
yeah.
I know.
And no one
but
would've said
something,
it.
they would try to
Whatever.
pump over on him, man.
I think that actually would have been worse.
Yes.
Like in the long run, like
Yeah. I'm glad he
grabbing
took his
his phone
phone.
and breaking
Yes.
it, people aren't really going. No
Exactly.
one can really make
That's-
that.
He
big
didn't
of a
really
fuss.
even touch
If
him.
you
He
put
grabbed his
any
phone.
type, if you lay any hand
Yeah,
there,
assault.
people will make. Oh my god! Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
I agree.
He's crazy.
People are crazy in this world.
He's got CTE.
Yeah, the
what I
F
mean?
word.
Like-
I do not agree with the F word, and we're not talking about FUCK.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, we got
we
it.
know what we know what
We're talking about a word that this is like nails on the
We know.
chalkboard to me. I'm not gonna say it because I don't like it, but we all
Nobody
know.
likes it. I mean, and the people that do,
I know. I just don't.
yeah.
Who
Who cares?
I don't agree with it. All right, we all got our opinion on that. I feel like they'll move on. That's just something for the media to talk about for a few weeks. But he's such a high-rising star.
He's a
outside
man of the
lines. He's-
people. Just leave the man alone and
Yes.
let him enjoy his
He is.
retirement and
He's-
drink 100
and
beers
he's
on a Saturday.
enjoying himself.
And just
Good
be
God.
I don't know how many he's drinking, but just
Yeah.
let the man drink and have a good
No
time.
way.
He's
Be
getting
just
a
be
little
a
bit of
Jason
a beer
Kelsey.
belly, you can
Let the
see.
man live.
Yeah.
You know
How
what
many
I'm saying?
beers do you really think he drinks?
I don't.
Oh,
at least
10
the case.
easily.
At least the case.
I'll say 10 in a few hours.
At least the case.
Yes.
At least the case.
What do you guys
What's the
think?
case?
Maybe
18?
we
24
can
beers.
look it
24?
up here in a sec. How many beers do you guys think Kelsey can chug? That
Well, I don't mean like Joe, but just I mean like throughout. Yeah, like how many beers on a day?
Oh yeah,
does he
like a
drink?
daily
I
basis.
just be interested. I don't know. I don't drink beer.
A day in the life of
People
Kelsey.
who
We'll
like
have to check
drink
that out.
beer like
I
that.
think he goes stone cold.
Oh, he probably does a lot of that. He probably does a
Yeah.
lot of that.
Brother.
well,
They're
like he
antics.
said,
were in the
his
WWE
first
that
date
one.
that he had with
And he fell asleep at the
Riley
bar.
passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he fell asleep. He didn't pass out.
Yeah.
Right, he
That's
fell
the
asleep.
story,
He was
yeah.
tired.
On their
Fell
first
asleep.
date.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She met him at a bar and he fell asleep in the middle of the bar.
Yeah.
Just
That is
Nice.
woke up and rallied.
that is good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's who he is. He's a fun guy.
Oh yeah. Definitely very sincere apology. He did not, he did not mean to do any of that. The guy was just trying to get a rise out of him. We'll leave it at that.
No, and I don't think he's above the law either. He should I'm just saying, like, whatever
consequences
happened, that's
it's
worth
not a
it.
big-
Like,
Right.
Yeah, like
that guy
yeah.
deserved to have that.
Yes.
Whatever.
Buy him a new phone.
Whatever else happens to him will be minimal. That's why I said it's better that he just broke his phone because,
Absolutely.
If he pushed
just
in,
pushing and anything that could have led to more
Yes.
criminal stuff. So breaking the phone, that's gonna be minimal.
he's doing a lot of good
And
things, new heights, and
The guy that was the least
Yeah.
of what that guy.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, he's got a lot of good things going for him. He doesn't want to worry about that crap. So let's roll on. We're gonna start with our NFL Week 9 review. All right. Any big games that leaped out to you guys? I know there were some good ones over the weekend. Some close games that you know,
Let me pull up
maybe
my
people didn't
scoreboard
think.
here so I can make sure.
Ravens had a good
I know you want to talk about it. You
I
get
don't
the
need.
hat
I mean,
on.
honestly,
Come
it
on.
wasn't that great of a game. Ravens just kind of got
did-
back to form.
They did well against the Denver team.
We're a good team, but we've lost to the Raiders and the Browns, and
Right.
they're both terrible.
Right.
So, we can't be a great team if you're losing teams like that. So we're still a work in progress when it comes to
Yes.
winning, but they look good against
They
the team.
shook off a little rust, and they're back.
So,
they're
and they
back
were
to it.
9-point favorites at home, and they covered by a mile. So good by them. But
I mean, you guys look like the same Ravens as every
Yes.
year. Y'all are
regular,
y'all look
we said it
good,
before
but
the show.
Regular Ravens.
Regular season Ravens are very good.
Yes.
Y'all look
They will
good,
get you
but still
excited.
flawed.
They will bring you up to
And
the
then
greatest
let you
height.
crash.
And then Patrick Mahomes comes to your place.
No, don't blame it.
Dash
All.
your
Undefeated.
dreams.
Don't blame it all on him.
It's part of it.
I mean, look at the guy this year. Jeez
But
Louise.
that was last night, and the Chiefs are just winning ugly now. And it's just
Well,
their
Mahomes popping
that's
his
coaching.
foot,
That's
and then-
Andy Reid. He's like, all right, we just don't have it this year. We're just going to be a gritty team where we're going to
My
run the
gosh.
ball. Kareem Hunt off the street,
That's all they.
just getting 100 yards and a touchdown in the last 3 games. Or
The
something.
thing with Kareem is
Still wasn't enough.
he's been in the locker room before. He's been in that
Yeah.
offense, and he's
But
been through Andy
it's
Reid.
just Chiefs going to
He
Chiefs.
came, he
That's
came
what the
in
Chiefs
and he
do.
knew what he was doing immediately. So he
Yeah.
I think-
took over for Pacheco very well.
One
right
of the
off bat.
games. Sorry, Don. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
but
no,
you
you're
asked-
good. Yeah, one of the games you're talking
You said one of the games that you thought stuck out or was like a good win. Mm-hmm. It's probably the Lions going up to Green Bay and getting that win.
very sloshy game.
That
That was a
nasty
ugly
rain,
weather
like,
game.
and-
It was their first game outside.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I say. It's
Exactly.
first game
That was
outside all
crazy.
year, and there's
Well,
this
they
moment-
only have one more game outside, I think.
That is insane.
crazy.
That's such an advantage too, and people don't think
Absolutely.
about that. Like the Lions have to play 2 games outside in the whole entire year. That's insane.
So I thought that was. I mean, they just kind of.
The North.
We'll get to Dallas in
They
a little
just
bit.
kind of stamped there. They're like we're at the top of the NFC, kind of by a clear margin above a lot of the other teams. So that was nice to see them go win. That's the one that stuck out to me, I guess, the most.
What about you, Rachel? Did you? I know you. Come on.
No, she's got to say the Bills.
Well, yeah.
But that was
of
actually a
course,
good
the Bills.
game.
It was a great game.
I was actually. That's
It
what-
was a good game.
It was.
I mean, it was touch and go, a little scary.
We keep talking about
But
Tua, man.
just-
if he's in the game,
That-
he
that's
looks
crazy.
Good. He looks good. It's just I don't want him to play, but when he does play, he's rocking
Every time-
it. I mean, what can you do as Mike McDaniel?
He's got to do.
you know?
He's going to do what he wants to do.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel's gonna leave him in to the
Oh.
very end.
I like how the Bills. Did you see the Bills kicker after the game?
My God,
Because he had like missed an extra point and then
one.
almost missed another.
Yes,
And then, he's a little shaky. He goes and hits the 61-yarder.
Crazy.
And then there's
He's been
big
shaky all year.
Yeah, they gave him the ball.
60,
And
he
he's
had
like,
some
this
juice
guy's
on the end of that.
He's like on the verge of tears. He's like, my teammates were there to pick me up. I thank you for trusting me, guys. Tyler Bass.
Oh,
Only to
yeah.
win.
that had some juice. That could have gone from 65.
I just
had
wish
some
they could have
juice
closed
Yeah,
it.
it did. It
That
had a little
some gas
bit
on it. That was crazy.
What about you, Donnie? What stuck out for you?
Game that stuck out. Let's see. Who played? I liked the game last night. Honestly, that stuck out to me. You got to give it to Baker. I don't care about the Chiefs winning. You got to give it to Baker. I mean, playing no Godwin, no Evans, still finding these guys out there and making his,
On the road.
yeah, man. That team's gonna be there at the end. I think.
They are. They're good. Baker is a really good team. It is. It's crazy to think that the Browns got rid of him
yes.
because he was
So
he was
valuable.
having a bad year while
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah, playing at like 60,
Fraud.
70%.
And now they would love to have
They have the worst luck.
Baker right now, but they should have went for 2.
Last night.
I said it before they scored the touchdown.
I was talking shit last night, but then I saw the coin toss, and I was like, of course the Chiefs are going to win.
Well,
The Chiefs are going to win.
but see, if what you're saying, if as soon as the Chiefs win the coin toss, which as soon as they did, I love Baker went
I know.
like that.
You had to know.
So
I mean, Every
if
time.
if you're saying it comes down to a coin toss of whether we win the coin toss, well, then why not make the coin toss something that you control and put it on the 2-point conversion? You're on the road against an undefeated team. You're 4-4. You've got injuries.
I would have liked to seen it.
Just go for 2. You've went all the way downfield. I think you go for 2 in that situation against Patrick Mahomes because you are saying we have to win the coin
Yeah.
toss.
I'd like for them to advance the overtime thing because they said you can. Back in the day, you can go kick a field goal and in overtime you win the coin toss. Now you have to score a touchdown. I'd like for them to advance it to just like playoff format. If the one team scores a touchdown, guess
team
what?
gets the
One
other
team
chance.
gets one more chance to score, and if they score, we do it
I
again.
think so.
College
You
style.
gotta give both teams a chance.
I wouldn't hate
Grinding
it.
out game
I wouldn't
rarely
hate it.
goes into overtime, so you gotta respect both
Like
teams at that
I
point.
agree with you,
Yeah.
but
You gotta-
that isn't the rule.
I know.
So
That-
with the way that the rule is, they should have went for 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude,
it just
All or
sucks.
nothing.
It just sucks. The
what's your
damn
play call to win the game?
game.
I'm not a fucking
Go to
operator.
Kate
guessing,
Otten.
like, what do you-
I don't know.
I mean, Kate Otten, dude. The dude's been a beast.
I
the last 3
don't
weeks.
know. I don't know.
Play action.
Who you giving the ball to?
Yeah, play action.
Play
Otten.
action.
Baker let him create. Okay.
Probably Otten or White.
Yeah, I'm not handing the ball off.
No.
Can I have the
You
chips?
Chips. Jalapeno.
Let's see.
maybe an RPO, but I'm not.
Yeah.
If it's
That's
just
tough.
if it's just absolutely there,
It's a tough
But
call.
no.
I'm
not an
sorry.
offensive
I would try to just nut up and just run it.
It's a tough call, man.
Where?
Because, so many teams last year that were, striving for wins at the end of the game, they'd get to that point, they'd come back, they go for 2, they lose, and then they'd be like, same old Jets, same old team that comes back at the end and goes for 2 and loses, and then they're talking shit about it. But then
you know-
see the other side of it that happened last night.
It's always
win a
a
coin
what
toss.
if situation.
Yes.
It always,
You win a coin toss. and they win
Hindsight's
the game.
2020, as they
always,
say.
absolutely.
It's just
And it
ridiculous.
looks easier at home, but
Yes.
absolutely looks easier at home.
How about Adam was talking about Dallas? I know they had a few injuries. I think CD had the AC joint, and then
I don't know what's
Dak
going
had
on with
the
CD. I hope
hamstring.
he's fine. His fantasy value is down. So I'm not.
He's gonna try to play through it. I think.
Yeah, but he's hurt and playing with Cooper Rush. I'm skeptical.
I mean, just like last year, maybe Cooper Rush provides a spark.
Cooper Rush has done pretty well for them. in
Yeah,
the past.
maybe he provides
Has
a
he?
spark for them because remember last year this happened.
Yeah,
How
remember
And
sick,
he's 4-1, I
how
think, as
sick
a
a
starter.
world would it
The
be
year that Dak-
if Cooper Rush just comes in and starts lighting
It
the
might.
fuck up?
It might.
done it.
Yes.
No, I'm
He's
just
done it
saying.
last year. He did it last year.
What if he goes on a tear for 3 weeks and Dak is like, all right, cool, I'm healthy.
I think it was the
That's
year
typical
before.
cowboy shit.
I mean,
I think it was the year before.
it might have been. Yeah.
But
He did it
when Dak
one
got
year
hurt-
recently.
Yeah,
he went
came
like
in for
4-1.
5 or 6 games
Yeah.
I actually kind of
Rocked
didn't remember
it.
that. It was a while ago, though, right?
Yes.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was 2 years.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
let's go for that.
I mean, he could provide a spark to
But
City. You
it
never
does-
know.
It could happen.
It can happen.
Their main issue is running back and the fact that their whole defensive line is out.
Yeah.
They-
His Parsons
So can't
coming
run
back.
and give up the run.
They
Parsons
say
about
he's
to be
getting
back.
closer
That's
to
tough.
coming back.
They can't run and they give up the run.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
tough.
and they have no pass rush. They can't stop the run, and they have absolutely no pass rush because they've
lot
got
of
third
injuries.
string guys starting
Yes.
on the defensive line. Their whole defensive line is gone.
Right. A lot of injuries.
This year's been crazy for it.
But I said before the season started they were going to be bad anyway, so it's like they're decimated from a bad team to start with. So I'm on to the draft already, and
No, looking forward to the future.
yeah, because
Week 10, I'm on to the draft.
I'm already thinking about
But,
what they're
I
gonna
mean-
do, and it just
Shedeur?
knowing what the
Shedeur
Cowboys
Sanders?
are gonna do. No,
Nah.
if we didn't just sign Dak to the
Maybe Travis
as big
Hunter.
exactly. If we didn't just sign Dak to a huge contract, Shedeur Sanders, of course. But no, it's one of two things because we're going to be in the top 10.
Yes.
It's going to be either Travis Hunter
I like him.
or Ashton Genty. It's going to be one of the
Oh
two
my
because
God.
we need a running back.
Both those guys, they're ridiculous.
They're going to overreact.
Oh, we need
He's
to
gonna
talk
get the
some
biggest
college
name
football.
possible.
If we go after Ashton Genty, I'm completely fine with, but we need to trade back to get him because he's not going to go in the top 10 in the draft. He's not going to go in the top 15.
Genty's stats.
He's not
They're
going to go
wild.
in the top
Just look
15
at
in
him. Oh,
the
I
draft.
need numbers.
So if we're in the top 10, trade back, I'll be happy for it. But if they do again where they draft like they did with Zeke and have to overpay for him,
Yes.
then I'm going to be upset. But Travis Hunter, if they get him in the top 10, I'm fine with that. But that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, I'd love either one of those guys. If you haven't seen either of those guys play, Travis Hunter plays for Colorado and Deion Sanders. If you haven't seen college football the last few years, he plays both positions, corner and receiver, very well. I mean, he's
Two-way player.
literally the difference maker almost every game. They're doing really well this year. So if you're ever watching college football, check out Colorado and check out Boise State. This dude, Ashton Genty, he's what, like 5'8", 5'9"?
Oh, he's just a little
And
fella?
he is the quickest dude
He's tough.
I've ever seen. And
Yeah,
he's
if you watch
a
him play, it's hard to
monster.
tackle. He
Just-
breaks a lot of tackles.
Yeah, he's like a Kamara.
He is
like,
a monster, but he's
he's
had
a
a couple
Kamara.
of mid games, 2 games in a row, so he's not going to win the
Mid
Heisman.
by his standard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And his standard being
Mid-
200 yards a game.
Mid by running back winning a Heisman.
Right. So,
So he's out of the Heisman race now. He's not. It's between Travis
Has to be
Hunter and Cam Ward
phenomenal.
now.
so he's 10 games in. Real quick, Ashton Genty stats. I got Brent to get him for me. 190 carries, 1,500 yards already, and 20 touchdowns. That's not including
What's
his,
the yards
his,
per
rece-
carry?
his
yards a
receiving.
carry.
See, he was up.
His
He was over
receiving.
10 there
Yeah.
for a little bit.
That's still just
But 80 yards a clip is pretty good.
It's ridiculous. You put him behind a good O line. See you later. He's gonna.
like Derrick
he's
Henry
gonna
numbers.
But
Amazing.
It's first
Put
play
him
of the game,
against
Derrick
a
Henry
good
numbers.
D line.
right.
And what's he
It's a
In
going
the
good
NFL, yeah,
Well, no, just
in general,
conference.
right. When they start
He's
playing
not
good
playing
teams,
anybody.
they might make it to the playoff if they keep it up. So
And you
we'll
know, I
see.
found out something this week about off topic with college football, since we were on college football, that I think I was misunderstanding, that I think a lot of people are misunderstanding. I thought that the winners of the ACC championship, the Big Ten championship, the SEC championship, and the Big 12 championship, I thought that it was the winners of those conference championship games get the top 4 seeds.
Correct.
You're wrong.
What?
It is the 4 highest ranked
Conference champion.
conference
champions.
champions in the country.
That makes sense.
So there's a scenario where the ACC or Big 12, one of just a Clemson who isn't going to be ranked high, or some team that isn't going to be ranked high, or a Big 12 team that isn't going to be ranked high, sneaks up and wins their championship. But Boise State or BYU
Gets a seat ahead of him.
gets. I don't think that I don't think they would get an automatic bid. So they
Right.
could win the ACC championship, and they would still have to get an at-large bid
Yes.
into the playoff. So the ACC, there's a scenario where the ACC champion or the Big 12 champion doesn't even get into the playoff.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
Oh my God.
That is insane.
I'm glad it got clarified
It's gonna
for
be
you,
a
but
whole new
that's
scenario at the end of the season.
I didn't realize that's how it was. It's gonna the Big Ten SEC champion. They're gonna be in because they're gonna be one of the top ranked teams. But
Generally.
the ACC and Big 12, there's a chance that their champion could not be one of the top ranked teams.
That's very interesting.
I feel like
I'm excited to see how the whole playoff,
isn't it?
Yeah.
plays out.
So
Well, this is
it's gonna be different.
this is the
different
first time
atmosphere now.
that this is a 12 team with the 4.
yes.
Okay.
it's sometimes like it made sense. Sometimes it was like, yeah, they're not the top 4 teams,
Right.
But like with this, and where it was like there's 4 automatic bids, and I just thought I think a lot of people did. I thought
Just
that
thought
it was
those.
because most of the time that is going to be the case.
Yeah.
That whoever wins those championships,
Got it.
and it still could be that like if Miami wins, and Iowa State win the Big 12 or
them or BYU are at the top of the BYU's playing their balls off. So
Yeah. BYU's playing
Yeah.
very well. It's gonna be interesting. But
the 12-team playoff is going to be like this whole new thing. I'm excited for it.
yeah, it's gonna be
With
interesting.
some good
It's gonna
games.
be a
I'm
whole
glad
new
some of them are
atmosphere
on
now.
campus.
Whole new thing. I like
An
it.
on-campus playoff game will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like change. I like change. You know, it's gonna be fun to see something new.
Exciting.
Yes.
Keep you in a little longer.
One more game. I'm not being biased here, but it's mainly because of what this man did to the few defenders that he shat on. The Eagles versus the Jags. I mean, besides us damn near giving the game away at the end and having our corner save the day with that pick, what did you guys think of that Saquon move?
It's one of those
It was just unbelievable.
like
I couldn't believe it. I was
crazy
witnessing.
things peak athletes do that you're
Yeah.
just like, God damn.
That's it. Like, man,
Like just the quick thought and the,
sees
and
it,
the, and
so
the,
I
and the ability.
He's so strong,
The fact that he's physically did that isn't that shocking to me. Like that like it's cool.
Yeah,
That's
physically.
not shocking.
The
that
mental
dude's
part
got
of it.
quads the size like
Exactly.
Tree trunks,
like
dude.
that's not. It's the thought process
Yeah.
that
Right.
he went through.
The
to
mentality.
do
Oh,
that.
he's coming this way.
What
I
do
need
you-
to
what
think
is
and boom.
that?
You're like 12 steps ahead.
It's like so dynamic. Like, how do you even think of something like that in the moment? Like, Jalen dumps it off to Saquon. He jukes the first guy, spins past the second one. I was like, oh shit, what a move.
Did y'all see the video from the Eagles side? Like
I did,
behind
yeah.
The Eagles side.
The Eagles sideline is
Just
just
Yeah, they like.
turns around like
Yeah, they were in shock. They couldn't.
That's
even
wild.
the coaches are like,
the shaking their heads like this
Right,
guy.
like, oh my God.
this guy's stupid. This guy's retarded. Oh,
just a twist of the knife to those Giants owners. out
so
there.
happy to have
Just a
that.
little twist of the knife.
I think we faced them once and we pooped on them once. So
No, I'm just saying the
Second time
Giants. The
should be
Giants
nice.
owners got to just be. They've invested
Oh,
all that
yes.
money in Daniel Jones, and there was some wild stat about him this week. He had 0 yards passing, but he had a passing touchdown,
Yeah.
which was wild.
Crazy.
So I mean, he's so bad. The Giants are just bad. They're
Yes.
so bad.
They have a good defense.
But they never can like get
it
it
together.
together.
I was
Ever.
about to say the same exact thing.
They're always so PC.
Yes.
Always.
It's
They need Eli Manning.
Close in a lot of
They-
games.
they-
but
organizational.
They cannot
There's a
close.
reason
Yeah.
the
They can't
Cowboys
close.
are the way that they are.
It's
There's a reason the
systematically.
Jets are the way that they are.
Raiders.
There's a reason these teams
Yes.
are the way
Right.
that they are. There's a
Sorry.
there's a aura, there's a vibe in the organization. There's everything trickles down.
Absolutely. Yeah.
At the end of these games, I want to tell you the last 2 games I've watched because our buddy Mark is a Giants fan. He's watched them in the fourth quarter, the last 2 games. Tell me why, as a coach, you do this. All right, they've scored. It's been about 9 minutes left in the fourth. The last 2 games, they've cut the lead to a touchdown. They're down 8. Instead of going for an extra point to make it 7 with 9 minutes left, not 2, not 1, not 3, 9 minutes left. You got plenty of time. They went for 2 weeks in a row to try to cut it to 6 instead of just 7, a touchdown. and
Here's
an
the
extra point.
This is the thought. It's analytical, and this
Yeah.
is the reason. It's strategical, and this is. I know this because of Pardon My Take. This is the thing that they argue. They ask every coach. They ask this question: what they do in this situation. If they don't go for 2, then they say then you're a bad coach. It's analytical because they say 50-50, you're going to get a 2-point. You're going to convert on a 2-point conversion. So they say if you're down by 14 late in the game, you go for 2 because if you get it that time, then if you get the ball back and you score a touchdown, then you can win the game with a field goal. And if you don't get it, then you're going to go for two again. And
To
the
tie it.
analytics say
absolutely.
you're going to convert it and you're going to tie it. So that's the
actually
reason
a
that
really
they do it.
good.
That's the
I
reason.
get
Yeah.
it. Mark's just
that's smart.
been cussing like that. Obviously,
And
makes
that's
a lot
why
of
I'm
sense.
not a coach,
As a
folks.
fan,
I'm
though,
a team
he's just been cussing the TV
I
like.
got your snacks. I got
Yeah.
your drinks, but
The kicker is perfectly able to kick an extra point, and they've always come back and scored that another touchdown, went for 2, and didn't get it again. So it was just like,
Right, like
it sucks. You know,
I get, and I get people not liking
fan,
that move either,
just
but
sucks.
it's analytics,
Yeah.
and it's just
and they get that call upstairs, like, all right, we got to go for this, got to take chances. But yeah, that's unfortunate. They've been close in a lot of games against Washington, against a few other good teams, so they just had some bad luck.
and Washington's another evidence to the case of organizational. They
Yes.
get rid of a awful owner, and they get a new owner, and poof, magically
They're good.
Oh my
And
God!
Daniels,
They're-
Kingsbury.
they're
Commanders
just-
just 7-2.
Yeah.
What do they got? Dan
crazy.
Quinn. They got Dan Quinn
I
over
was
there.
gonna say they're right under us. At
Good
7-2.
grief.
Who
I mean,
thought the
they're a half
Commanders?
game above us. We're not first still. They're in
Right.
first.
Crazy.
They are doing really well. Shout out to the Commanders. I think Josh
They
is
turned their
might be busy
organization talking
tonight,
about
but
bad
shout out to Josh.
Like they were a team, I think, that had a bad aura for a long time. Talking
Yeah,
about
their
those bad
stadium
aura
was
teams.
shitting on their fans.
Literally.
Absolutely,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Falling
I
apart.
feel like over the last,
And it was a hellhole.
whatever
getting out of
years, they've been
personal experience.
Oh,
I
it's
know.
still is.
rebuilding as a complete organization from the ground up. And I think that they've done a good job. I mean, they went through a rebranding, a new stadium, new ownership. Like they've made
Now,
a lot of changes.
don't get me wrong. What helps
They've been
the
trying.
situation, what also helps to this is to have a really good quarterback.
Yes.
Like the
Yeah.
Bills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
True.
they
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah, that's
Josh Allen and the Chiefs for years.
Where did he play? Idaho?
Wyoming.
Wyoming. I thought Idaho was Wyoming.
So
He
Never
sent
know,
videos
man.
to, like,
it's a
so many
combination.
schools.
You
Yeah,
have
we
to
had
be
Kyle Bowler.
You have to be good organization,
Bad.
but
Yeah,
you need to combine that with.
yeah, absolutely.
And we talked about this. I like Jaden Daniels so much because he went through the tough years of college. He started from the ground up, from freshman year all the way through senior year. And if
The grind.
you guys don't forget, this dude won the Heisman. LSU was a damn good team all year. And if you look at Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors, and Brian Thomas, all 3 of those names this year are very high names as rookies because they took time to perfect their game and then they went pro. So that's how they groom themselves.
Well, you're a
and then-
mature player,
Right.
more mature player.
And you can see that, they're not the normal rookies that you see
Absolutely.
every year. They're very groomed, and it's
Like
good to see.
Baker.
Washington did a good job drafting him. He's been a blessing for them. All right, let's go to the trade deadline. What sticks out to you guys? I know we know
I mean,
D-Hop
there-
went to the Chiefs. We saw that last night.
Oh yeah, no,
Jeez
yeah, it was
Louise.
last week.
Robert loves that.
Ravens got Deontay Johnson.
Well,
He's
he
kind
was
of a name.
He was
did
on the waiver
fantastic.
wire when
I
I
know.
picked. As soon as he got
couldn't believe
traded
it.
to the Chiefs, I went and looking, and he was available. So I was like,
Yeah, I saw you
Gang.
picked him up.
I couldn't believe it that he was on the waivers.
I was like, oh, that was a
It
good
was
pickup.
unbelievable. Yeah. One guy
"Thank God."
in my Yahoo league the week before it happened traded Deontay Johnson for DeAndre Hopkins.
That's a
And
good
I was
pickup.
just like, they both got traded, but I think D-Hop has a little bit better edge as far as trades go. He might be the number 1
I think
receiver there now.
Lions getting Zadarius Smith is huge.
Saw that today.
It fills that
Darius.
hole of
Yep.
Hutchinson.
Yeah,
What's up, new subscriber?
They are
a new
extremely
Yeah.
extremely good,
Alyssa.
and they have a chance to make it to the Super Bowl. And they're saying that Hutchinson could be back for the Super Bowl if it goes that long. So
Yeah.
They
You're
I heard
looking like
that.
it might be.
it really
He's-
they look like it's
They look like a
in the
juggernaut right
NFC. It looks like them and then everybody
They're
else. They
juggernaut.
look
Yeah.
so
They
good.
look Very
Yes.
good. Very
I'm
good.
glad we're
Look at
just
that-
glad we're keeping
You
up.
look at that Matt Stafford, Jared Goff trade. It's like the perfect trade. it worked
My
out.
God.
for
No,
both
absolutely.
teams.
Yes, it
It was.
did.
It was. Just a good.
And now
culture
Goff's
fit.
going for the ball. Matt already got his a few years ago. I think Goff's going for his this year. For sure. He's got the team. Anything
worked
else?
out.
What about you, Rachel? Any trades stick out? You
No.
know of any more?
Lattimore
Any other big
went
ones?
from the Saints
Lattimore?
That's
to the
huge.
Marshawn Lattimore
Where'd he go?
to the Commanders.
No, he did not.
Yeah, I did.
That's
Oh
part of
my
the
God.
organizational
That is huge right
So they
there.
go
overhaul.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
new
Ravens got
organization sees a whole-
Tre'Davious. Ravens got a former Buffalo Bill, Tre'Davious White.
Oh, I like Trey White. He's injury prone though.
Yes. Well, I think that's just a name. I don't know how well he's going to play. Hopefully, we traded a 7th round pick, so I'm not expecting much. So I was underwhelmed with what the Ravens did well, just kind of middle of the road because they did get Deontay, but I think we're just going to try to outscore teams this year.
I mean,
Hold him,
what it's all about, right?
Hold him to under
Points in the
35,
other
and we'll do the rest.
I think you just got another very good slot possession receiver right there, and he's been good for Pitt. He did well in his
I think
tenure
him,
at
Bateman, and
Carolina for a
Flowers
few weeks.
with Andrews and Likely and Derrick Henry and Keaton Mitchell is a pretty good.
I wish you would just stop saying that fucking
the
name.
Keaton Mitchell.
No, he
Keaton
came back
Mitchell,
to practice. He was on
Just
the side.
stop saying that name. It's been like 3 years. So
He's not gonna
all I
matter.
hear is Keaton Mitchell's coming back.
He is. He's been practicing. He's been practicing.
He's practicing, man. I'm telling you, Keaton Mitchell is coming.
I could say okay. I say the same thing about McCaffrey.
No, I remember. No, I remember when he was in. You'd get like
he was on my team. Played every game. I'm pretty sure last year.
No, I'm saying with how many did he play this year?
6.
How many did Keaton Mitchell play last year?
About 5 before he got hurt.
I don't think he plays that many.
4 or 5. Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
mean,
McCaffrey,
McCaffrey? Like that?
he started on
I think
IR.
it's my fantasy running
Yeah.
back.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I might be getting him back this week. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Will they
don't shit
give
on Justin.
him full
Justin Hill's
workload?
pretty good too. Let's not shit on him.
I might have to play him and Mason.
What do you think is having him, Rob? And as a coach, I mean, obviously, do you get him into a full workload, or you're tying in Mason and
Full
Guriendo?
workload.
You're just
Right off
Carry
the
the
bat.
load.
Full workload.
Let's test
15, 20 touches, maybe.
25.
Yeah. Hey,
Just
he
feed
can
him the
handle
ball.
it.
I just
If
feel
he
like
can handle
Give
it,
it to
why
him.
not?
there's.
right?
I
If
feel.
he's
I don't want to
crushing it.
feel bad, but do you think that a whisper of that would have come out before everybody drafted McCaffrey #1 overall?
I just
as
can't believe
most
that.
did?
You ain't shit, man.
No, I'm saying that right here.
You're right.
That's
Poor
crazy.
Robert.
I would say just a little bit. Of,
I
hey,
blame
the walls
one
are saying, you know,
person,
it's like the
one
walls are where the
person only.
wind is saying.
Who's the blame? Hold on.
Who do you blame?
We had a lot of like
I blame one.
pre-game before the draft.
Oh, I like this.
Where we were all
You were chatting.
getting a little sip. No, just we're sipping.
Fred.
We're all there.
Jackson.
Oh, Fred Jackson.
You picked the draft order. Well, actually, it was because of your name, which you chose. So now it's really your fault.
I didn't realize Fred Jackson was the pervert.
So our host,
hilarious.
I mean,
our host.
I realized I was a pervert. I didn't realize Fred Jackson was a
Dude,
pervert.
Fred, straight out pervs.
Former Buffalo Bill.
former
running
Buffalo
back,
Bill,
Fred
beloved Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, Randall got a very cool way to pick the draft order. He was able to.
It was
what
fun.
did he do?
He went to
Cameo.
Cameo.
and submitted the thing to
And
Fred
he
Jackson.
chose my
and
Very
Robert, who's
Nobody
fancy
wanted their
is
best
Tua,
names, and then he started, and then Hawk Tua
was
of
number
course,
one.
You know, the famous Hawk Tua girl, and
it
then
wasn't like,
Hawkinson and Tua,
just
very
a
cool
joke
name.
that I put.
It's
in there.
clever. It's
It
clever
It was
enough to be.
clever.
It wasn't even that
Number one.
clever. It was like it was very.
It was the buzzword. Think of
Everyone
how
else,
hot.
compared to everyone else's, though, it was like that one
Yeah,
kind of
hot
beat
Tua
everyone else.
was a hot term at that time.
And so
Another brew.
I got the
Please,
first
let me
pick,
hear one.
and I ended up picking McCaffrey. I almost
what Mark
picked
drinks.
Bijan. I was very close to picking Bijan.
That would have
Bijan
been
was solid.
minimally better.
I'm very happy. I got Saquon.
If it
like
would
the
have been
seven.
if it was a dynasty league, it would have been Bijan.
So happy I got
I'm,
Saquon when I
I'm
did.
happy with my dynasty.
Say, did you get
my-
Derek in the second, or was it first? That was a
Second, I
steal.
think.
Oh my god, such a steal.
I think.
All right.
I don't remember. Did I
move on.
take neighbors
Trade?
in the first?
Yeah. Let's move on.
What do we got?
I'm not trading you.
We got some time. Here. Let's talk about
beat me twice.
real quick our new World Series champs, Los Angeles Dodgers. We're gonna shift to MLB
We
real
get a
quick.
Clap for the boo.
Clap where we got clap.
Do you know where the buttons are? I don't know. Like, just push them all. Wake everybody up. Hey.
Might not be clap, but
don't
we
know what
press
buttons we're
something. All right, here we go.
Clap.
So the MLB World Series champs. I have never seen a most catastrophic inning in my entire life. I'm gonna pull some more stats out that I heard. There's never been an inning since the Babe Ruth era, World Series or regular season, where a team has given up 5 unearned runs, committed 3 errors, a balk, and a catcher's interference in the same inning, and not to mention they were up 5-0, rocking and rolling. Would have went into LA.
It's like a bad
Red
wind
hot.
You know what you
swept in.
do. You know what?
Who the hell did it? Was that fan? That was karma.
You know what?
Karma.
Everything you said, Donnie,
was karma.
it's like poetry.
Yeah.
I
love
it.
it. I love it. All 3 of us loved it.
My heart swells
loved
when I
it.
hear of the Yankees'
I was.
spectacular demise. It makes me feel
Absolutely.
so
I
good.
love it. I love watching it.
They're the team.
I hate the Dodgers,
They're
but I
obviously
hate
the
the
MLB
Yankees a
team.
lot
Yeah,
more.
that everybody
Feels
loves to
so
hate,
good.
no matter what.
On the East
And
Coast,
me and
at
Freddie
least,
win, too.
apparently,
I love it.
like I've heard like on that
The West Coast.
the West Coast, like everyone was rooting for the Yankees.
Who do they
unless
hate over
were
there?
They hate the Dodgers.
Oh, obviously.
Oh yeah,
duh.
San Diego.
So they were all rooting
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Yankees.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that makes
we were all
sense.
rooting for the Dodgers.
I mean,
But you know, it did none of that means anything if Freddie Freeman doesn't go on the tear that he went on and just put the team a
Freddie.
walk-off grand slam in
Yeah.
game 1, then hits another one in game 2, and then hits another one in game 3.
here's the thing: analytics, just like Rob was talking about with football. I know a little baseball analytics. Freddie Freeman against lefties with the bases loaded was hitting 625?
It was like
625
Yeah,
with 4 home runs.
That's crazy.
So why would you intentionally walk Mookie, who's a right-handed batter? You just got Ohtani out before he hurt his shoulder, sliding to try to steal. That was before he hurt his shoulder. You got Ohtani to pop up. Why not go after Mookie with 2 outs?
The
It's
worst.
just
And I
incredible.
know he
to
had
me.
Mookie had
Aaron
hit all
Boone.
game because I lost a bet.
Aaron Boone.
Because he had hit all game. He went
Part of
over.
that whole decision was putting Nestor Cortez.
Yeah.
Who hadn't seen real action
Aaron
over a
Jones
month.
jizzed when he got Ohtani out, though. He was like, dude, fuck it. We keeping him in. And then he
I thought that
decides
was
to
the
walk him.
Dodgers thing.
I'm just like, why, though? It's disrespect, too, because you're intentionally walking a star to get to another superstar. And this dude's going to be a Hall of Famer. And he proved why. He took an up and in pitch, and we already talked about it, what moves me, because Kirk Gibson did the same exact thing, the same exact time, 26 years later. But
Just had a rope.
it was just insane.
I think
How much poetry it was in the World Series.
a
Freeman,
takeaway. Ohtani gets hurt, right, sliding, and you see him running the bases the next day.
Dude, he's
holding onto
like
his
a-
shirt collar. At that point, I would just
let him.
if he can't run. What makes you think he can swing a bat?
Yeah,
You're letting everybody know he's hurt.
he's probably
Exactly.
ruining it.
So you just
more
give him the
and
gas.
more.
He can't catch up to it. He's hurt.
He just needs
And
to
he
be
didn't.
benched.
I don't think he had maybe one hit. Like after he got hurt.
Yeah.
After he got hurt.
He wasn't
He
doing
dominated his way through the
Yes.
playoffs, and then he gets hurt, and then he doesn't.
Yes. Yes.
Judge, though,
Let's talk about that catch.
that was
Please.
his first error all season.
Well, it only takes one.
And he had just made a great play.
I know.
Dude,
He did.
Aaron
he did
Judge-
make a great play right before that.
Aaron
But
Judge
he was awful all playoffs.
He was in the news today.
Yes.
New York City announced that they were
He's
gonna put
going
him
to be in Times Square
Yeah,
for
that-
New York.
Yeah, he's gonna be at
dropping
New Year's.
the ball.
He's gonna be at New Year's Eve. He's gonna help. He's gonna help drop the ball.
Hey, he's
Okay.
gonna try to make up for the downfall. Here we go.
It's hard to believe
Great
that we're already
mindset.
talking about
good.
New Year's Eve and Christmas.
Yes. New Year's Eve coming up.
And then
Thanksgiving.
awesome was Soto
Our
after the
holiday
game.
giveaway. Don't forget.
Usually everyone's like, I'm gonna think about things. We'll see what happens. So it was like, I'm gonna talk to all 30 teams. No, I'm not going to close the door on any of them. All options
That means
are open.
the most money, please.
Yes.
Yeah,
Money
that-
me.
I will take
Money me
whatever
now.
you want.
and Judge,
700
and
mil.
Judge saying that, like, basically, like, it was great playing with them.
Yeah,
it was
dude,
basically like farewell.
See ya.
See, I love it. I love that.
Yes.
Please get the hell or stay in New York. I don't care. Go to the Mets. I don't care. But
Fantasy's rigged. We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
I think
Yeah.
I think he's going to either the Mets or the Dodgers, probably.
I mean, if he goes to Dodgers, I'm just going to stop watching baseball. No, I think he'll probably go to the Mets. I've heard him
Then they
maybe
really would be
sticking,
like the Yankees.
maybe
the West
sticking
Coast.
with the Yankees though.
They already-
I've heard
they already
he might
spend
stick
more.
with the Yanks. He liked the feeling of getting to the series. He feels like he could probably get him back there.
I just hope they crater. I just hope they
Mad
fall
Dog
off.
said the craziest thing
Yeah, Mad Dog Russo.
ever, where he said that
Dude
he
is
sees
insane.
the Orioles as a sleeper team to get Soto. I'm like, if
The Orioles.
crack, dude.
He's gonna be wearing the
Yeah, like-
orange.
What are they going to sell all their crabs in the harbor?
They could like.
Crabs.
I just
Hab.
not saying he's at all a better player, but
Goodbye.
I don't see them not signing Santander to sign Soto for so much more money.
Yeah, that's much smarter
I don't
idea.
see that happening.
I
You
agree.
sign the guy who like made
Has
a
already
name for himself
proven.
in Baltimore, who's a better fielder than Juan Soto.
Yes.
You sign him,
Okay.
but that's not gonna. I don't think he's. I think Santander's gone too. I think they're gonna go with Kerstad and right field. I don't know what the Orioles are doing in the offseason. I don't know what their plans are. They need to sign Burns.
It'll be hot
Yes,
stove
I
season
agree.
coming up soon. All your teams will be making some moves, some free agent moves.
Yes.
Old Rube needs to open that checkbook
Open up.
Yeah.
and
open up
let's
that-
see what kind of owner
Just
you
need to
gonna
keep- You need to keep those guys because I think you guys got a future with those guys. They just got to build.
It'd be
I
interesting.
think you'll be okay. Well, let's shift. We haven't talked much about this last week. Our introduction to the NBA season. I know it's not the most popular sport in the world on this cast, but we gotta go over it because we've had some crazy games the last few weeks. I've been tuning in. It's been cool to see LeBron back in action and Ronnie on the court every now and then. It's fun to watch and play his 3 minutes. But it's just
I already was jumping
Fun
up
to
and
watch.
down between the two different, like NBA and the G League. Is he going down to the G League?
no, they're keeping him.
Oh, okay.
No G League. I mean, possibility
Yeah.
after this year. I'm not sure what's gonna happen after this year, but we'll see. I noticed the Bucks. We talked about the Bucks a lot last year with Lillard and Giannis. They've been absolutely terrible.
They ended
start
the
the
season
year.
terribly.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
they
I
fell
think
off.
they're 1-6 to start the year. 1-6. They've given away most of their talent in the last 2 years, and they're depending on two guys to save the day every game.
Yeesh.
Just not.
We said that was a problem, I think, last year.
Yes, we did.
Like,
It's just
can't just
not going to work.
rely on two people.
Remember, they fired their coach like 20 some games into the season last
Yeah,
year.
they won the title. Then they fired their coach, and they gave away like 4 of their
Budenholzer
stars.
He's
and they got
coaching somewhere
Lillard.
else. I want to say the Suns.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah,
coaching
yeah.
the Suns?
Yeah, they're doing very
the
good.
Bucks will coach. Yeah.
Suns got a superstar group. Bradley Beal, Durant. Who else?
If they can play together and stay healthy, yeah.
They
Beal.
got a lot of studs. A lot of studs on that team.
Bradley Beal.
I think Randall had down that Joel Embiid has got suspended for 3 games for shuffling the member of the media. Did you guys?
Yeah, no,
did you
I
guys
heard
see
about that.
The video.
Yeah, so I
Just
guess
a part of his load management.
Part of his load.
no. Well, I guess some reporter up there in Philadelphia wrote a story about how he needs to show up to work, and long story short, invoked his dead brother into his argument. And so Joel Embiid took exception to that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
would-
And didn't
Yeah.
like that.
I mean,
I wouldn't like that.
talked about some
Just
other
about-
brothers.
I think it was Arthur or something,
and
and he named his son after him, and so he used the kid's name and simultaneously his dead brother's name, and he got pissed. And so I think the reporter kind of issued a
Crossed the
little
line.
backtracked a little bit, but yeah,
Again,
it's another
it would have
brother.
been worse if
don't-
he'd have shoved him. Talking about Jason Kelsey.
Right.
This is an example of that.
but
Yes.
they're already on him up there in Philadelphia. He didn't need any more bad press.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So-
agree. I
Yep,
agree for
he is
sure.
He probably should have let that one go, but it's pretty disrespectful. So 3 games, not that they could use him. They get Paul George,
It's early.
and they have Joel, and they haven't played a game together all year,
Right.
and they're not. And Tyrese Maxey's having to do it all.
Yep.
That's how the
agree.
Sixers are going so
They're
far.
not. Sixers aren't looking good. Made a lot of moves that weren't necessary, in my opinion. I feel like it's the teams that kind of like baseball and football. It's the teams that stick together and find those core guys and sign them immediately. Keep them together. Keep the core together. Once you see that chemistry and they do good for a year, why not sign the same guys and do it again? Try to win a championship. You got really close next year, just like the Lions. They have a really good shot. They
Yeah.
got very close last year. They got a damn good shot this year. Let's transition to fantasy football. A little bit up and down in my leagues. I have a big money league that I barely lost because Kelsey fumbled last night. And
He had a great game.
the league, all right, so the league,
He had like 13 catches.
It's true. It's true points league. So the catches don't count as points, just the yards.
Oh.
So he got a 100-yard bonus because he barely eclipsed 100, but he had that fumble that was -2, and I didn't get any credit for those catches.
A non-PPR? Okay,
Yeah.
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 That's a
And
bad
it's a
night.
true points league, and I lost barely
I
because
guess
of that.
my week, I got to give it. I'm 0-2 versus Jimmy's G-spot this year. And it was close,
team.
and then it wasn't. I watched her team just rack up. It was like a pinball machine. They got all touchdowns.
Yeah.
right in
It was my phone was blowing up
Ding,
in
ding, ding.
spurts. Like,
Same.
Yeah,
it was like, oh, so and so's in the red zone, so and so's in the red zone, so and so's scored.
And I saw it.
And you were just like,
Oh yeah, my.
Burrow.
You have your alerts to tell you red zone.
yeah,
Yeah, me too.
That got too crazy. I had to cut that off.
Burrow.
It was too much.
I got the red zone and the touchdown.
I got the touchdowns.
Yeah, I was gonna
red
say,
zone.
red zone.
Red zone just fuck with me too much because I'm thinking. I keep hearing it. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
But it gets me into the game because sometimes I'm not watching football, right? Sometimes I'm up like doing chores or whatever, and I'm not watching
Look at your
football. So at least, I can see.
No, I'm
oh,
locked
they're in
in.
the-
I
I
got
want
the-
to know what's going on. They're in the
I
red
got the
zone. Oh, let me go
I got
back
the
to
quad
TV.
box with the
Oh, yeah.
red zone up in one corner.
Yep.
I just watch red zone.
I just
Yeah. Red zone's
got
the
the
ticket
hook
right
up
there.
on the
I don't have Sunday
the
tickets.
Sunday ticket. So yeah, my brother shared it. Yes,
Well,
Evan coming in clutch.
I think in our league and Sir Randall's league, me, Rachel, and Robert are all 6-3, and Brent is right behind us at 5-4. Are all pretty close in points.
I think you're 4 and
I'm right behind you guys, but
He's
one game.
5-4.
I was
saw
first
it.
place last week, but
If
y'all
you would
both
have
won.
beat you, it would have
That's
been
true.
switched.
got it.
But yeah, we're all pretty close in points. I think it's going to be a tight race going to the end.
I'm gonna lose this week.
You might lose this.
I'm in a
McCaffrey
tough division. That sucks. Last year was an
McCaffrey
easy
could just
division.
go wild,
Yeah,
though.
but
Yeah, because
I'm.
the 3 of us are in a division.
I have McCaffrey,
Right.
and then my other
Robertson.
starting running
But it
back
doesn't matter though.
We got to
this
get rid of
week
division.
is Jalen
Yeah.
Warren because
You hear that, Randy?
the
The
Seahawks being
No, I
out
like the
hurts the
division.
Seahawks being out hurts me because Metcalf, Jackson Smith, and Jigba
Right. Kenneth.
Kenneth Walker. So
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be the one. I
And
think you'll be
Nico
fine
Collins
going
not
forwards.
coming back yet, and
Nico's not coming back,
Well, I mean,
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's on-
They're
yeah,
saying
so-
maybe next week against Dallas. I hope.
so not this week.
I hope. Ooh, I
Next
forgot.
week.
I could I could end up getting McCaffrey and Collins back, which that's great.
Huge,
Do you
yeah.
have him in Randy's league or your league?
He has
What?
McCaffrey and Collins. in-
Nico
yeah,
I have-
Randy's league.
McCaffrey, Nico.
in Randy's league.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have him in your league. I was like, I have him in a league.
In
Yeah,
our league.
he's been winning without them. That's scary. Oh,
Well, I thank God I had so much depth at wide receiver on my team,
Yeah.
and it helped when Amari Cooper got traded to the Bills,
Yeah.
and I was able to pick up Hopkins when
Not
he
really
got
doing
traded to
anything,
the
but-
Chiefs, but. Having
Good
Jackson
first
Smith and
game.
Jigba to back up Metcalf, who was dominating.
up.
I had Godwin,
God.
who was
Say
dominating.
Jigba.
Collins, who was dominating before he went on IL.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been lucky.
great.
I've been lucky to have
You're
the
still in
record
first
I
place in your
have.
division, yeah.
Well,
With the injuries that I've had, yeah, I'm happy with it. So
The
if
thing-
I can just hold off and make it to the playoffs and everyone gets healthy, I feel okay.
right. The thing is with the divisions, like you were saying, though, Robert can lead his division, but if us three have the three best records behind him, we're still in. So it doesn't matter if
Okay.
2-2. It's not 2-2.
No, it is 2-2.
No, we did this last year. It was 3-1, and one
Is
was the
it?
leader in the other. Yeah.
I thought I looked at the playoffs earlier today.
It's the winners of each division.
You get a
and then
bye.
two
Oh,
other
The
and
two
then
best.
the other two
So
best.
we're all best record. We can all make it.
Got it.
But it helped
Typically.
that I got a 2-game lead in my division.
Right. And that, he's not in ours, so
Yeah.
he's a little bit ahead statistically. But yeah, how about studs
Getting
and
hot.
studs and duds? We mentioned Smith Jigba went
Jack
Smith.
Oh, stud.
7 for 180, 2 touchdowns. That's
Burrow.
that's a 37 spot.
I just want to pull it.
And yeah, Joe Burrow.
Joe
The
Burrow.
second half of that game, every second I looked at
Fucking 5
Burrow
touchdowns, man.
Burrow
And last
touchdown.
week he had 4.
Leave them like
I
corner.
mean,
They're dead. Leave them alone. They're dead. Stop.
Like the same
Run the ball.
23.
No, I
Dude.
just.
But they were running to the end, and then he threw like a 1-yard touchdown, 2 yards.
They were
right at the end.
unexpected. Yeah,
Every
it was like-
time.
Oh,
Like, holy
the swing on the points this week was crazy.
Gesicki.
I like to
dude went
screenshot
the
what the
fuck-
point,
I couldn't throw any of them.
the
to
projections
Chase.
are on Thursday.
I know. No,
Just to see what they end up on Sunday, because I don't think you can see your projections. Like I think they change right,
Right.
as the game goes
Yeah.
on. So I like to see what it was before the game starts and check back, and it was a big swing.
yeah.
It was supposed to be a lot closer, and it just wasn't. Fun.
My stud this week was Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
You gotta give it to him. Of
course.
He didn't,
They-
he
the
didn't
Ravens
have to
had
run
a
the ball.
He's been the
Fantasy
number one
week.
quarterback fantasy
I'm
wise.
not
Great.
shut up.
Henry was
16 of
great.
19, 280 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
He's been doing
Perfect
fantastic.
quarterback rating. Only
doing
one other
fantastic.
quarterback. He's equal with Ben Roethlisberger with 4 perfect passer rating games. Keep telling me the man can't throw from the pocket. It's a lie. If you believe
Zay
it,
Flowers.
you're just a
Never
hater.
benching him again.
You're
in my
looking
life.
shiny over there.
Yeah. Take the hat off.
All that.
Someone talking that shit.
Glow, baby.
Covered in glaze.
Donut.
Like a donut.
I'm sorry. The stats are the stats. The stats.
No, he's
The
been doing
beacon.
fantastic.
He's playing at an MVP
He's
level
been the
right
number
now.
one overall.
Okay, so
fantasy
what
player.
about the stat I gave you
I mean,
last
is he
night
a
that you
no
had to start
quarterback?
hating on?
I just hate
think
Patrick
so.
Mahomes. I hate anything good about him.
Okay, then. There you go. You're a hater.
I am a hater.
Hater gonna hate.
Okay.
It's Brent. Have you
Jake
met him?
Rook, evening sports fan. What's up, Jake? That Brent's boy.
Where we at? No. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. What up, James?
Here.
So yeah, Lamar Jackson was my fantasy stud this week. Fantasy dud, AJ Brown. Getting hurt. I know he got hurt,
Can't
but
really get
I'm mad at him for it because
You had 2 that went out.
his knee.
Drake London got
Drake
hurt.
London,
You didn't have
CeeDee
that
Lamb
though. don't you?
and Dak all got hurt on my.
Dak. Yeah, it was like,
But
oh, ow.
they tested his
He
knee.
just
They
killed
said
me. He
it's
just
fine.
killed me this week.
They
Thankfully,
didn't-
I
they
was
didn't
able to
wanna-
squeak out a win. But
Thanks for that trade, dog.
Oh yeah, Baker for Dak. Holy shit!
well, it was early in the season, man.
You had to know that
Things
was
have
bad.
changed.
Yeah, things have changed
Things do change.
a little bit. It's all right. I mean, you've been doing just fine. I think all of us.
Get out my team. Right here.
Yeah.
Baker has been doing great things. He's like right behind Lamar, number 1, number 2, I think, which is
He's
ridiculous.
gonna get hurt.
Oh, we'll be fine. He'll have Evans coming back. You got to give it to Saquon too. My team's name is Barkley's Finest, and the man showed out for me. Man, Mark put up a 141 spot. I think he was so pissed.
I did
Yeah,
want
like,
to say.
Everyone on their
To
best
lose
week.
with 141
He's
points
like-
is tough.
scorer
from
right
first
now.
to 7th in the final projections
Yeah.
on draft day. He was projected number
He
1.
started 2-1
Today, he's number 7.
He started 2-1. He didn't start bad,
Projected
and then
finishing,
now
but anything could happen.
He's faced everyone
shake
on
it
their
off?
craziest week.
Yeah, shake it off.
He faces everyone on their best week. Yeah, those-
And-
Honestly, yeah, no, my team snapped the plate out the week I played
Yeah,
Mario.
he played 7. And then I scored 160. He's like, how is this happening?
when
Word.
Luck.
Well, last year was the
Right, no,
epitome.
I feel for him. I know what it's like. It's luck. I shouldn't be first in the
you
league.
should have won the league last
this
year.
year.
You
I
should
should
have
have
won
been
the league.
last year.
Yes.
It makes no sense. It's just you just play your team and just
yeah.
it's like making a wish.
I
Whatever.
hate to say it, but every single week when I look at the highest fantasy scorers, I hate to give him credit, but Barkley's Finest always has I think it was 3 of
Garrett
the top
Wilson,
4
Saquon, and Jalen.
scorers this week.
And then I sat Flowers, who also got 30, and I was
Top
like,
in a league. I mean, I hate it.
I had a few
but
good
you're
weeks.
right behind
This
me.
week I had
You
a
have a great
dog.
team.
This week my whole team
We
was a
face each
dog.
other this week. We're facing off
do
again.
do we play this?
Dixon.
Oh, wow. One of y'all's gonna take a loss. No, one of y'all's gonna take a
Yeah.
loss.
That's
I
exciting.
gotta
But
win.
I like
It's a
good
big week.
competition, though. I like it.
Y'all play
Win or lose.
Apparently.
Yes, we do.
I'm lurking right
game.
there
And
in
you gotta
third.
play Mark.
I'm lurking.
Big money team. He's been scoring a lot every week, given he's been giving up a lot of points every week.
I'm not going to score a lot this week. I don't-
I'm not.
It happens.
Hey, we got 11 guys in here. Hey, say what's up before we leave. We got about
What
20
up?
minutes left. We're going to shift to what moves you real quick. Let's do what moves you around the board here. What do you want to start? You want to start, Brent?
I went to my first Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs game this past weekend.
Yeah, those are fun.
Dogs had a bit of a tough start. They're sitting at 2-4, 2-3, 2-4.
Yeah, we went to the first one. It
Yeah,
was pretty
but
crazy.
they beat the crap out of Pensacola. That's the game we went to the one night where we sat right there in the front row.
Yes.
Had a good time.
Cool.
So they won
Yeah.
7-2. It's a good game by the Dogs.
Check out
Nice
the
to
We
get
got
back.
biscuits. Huh? Finally got biscuits.
That's right. That's right. If the Dogs win, your
Yes.
ticket sub is worth that
I think they
Bojangles
have to
biscuit.
score so many goals.
They've got to score 3.
Yeah.
If they score 3 and win,
Should have
you-
been able to get 2 then.
You would think.
double biscuits. Yeah, right. If you
Oh,
get another
Stan
3.
Seymour. Come on, double biscuits.
Yeah, Bojangles is
I love Bojangles.
Bojangles is clutch.
I have
So
like
thank
a
you,
moral
Dog, for
obligation.
enriching the
Sorry,
town
I'm
with
wild
free
man.
Bojangles.
Gave him a ticket the next morning at Bojangles.
Is that, you did? You saw someone? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But so I mean, I get them on my phone, so I was just like, hey, I was at the game last night.
Yeah.
I wondered if you could do it on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Sweet.
So that, I mean, but it was just nice to get back to the hockey local here.
Yeah, it's
I
fun.
love going seeing the Dogs.
My housemate.
It's always a good time.
funny.
So
So, lay off hockey.
Okay.
That's not your thing.
Okay.
Playoff
What
hockey.
is this thing?
What moves me
There we go.
is Ovechkin scoring 5 goals this week.
oh yeah.
And being the number
Jeez.
1 star in the NHL, and he
How
is
old is he now?
41.
39.
Yeah, he's getting almost 40.
He turned 39 last month.
He looks way,
Almost
he
2
looks
months ago.
way older
So
than
is he
39.
like the same exact age as you?
No, he's a year older.
Oh, a year older. You're
He's the man.
Oh.
He's a beast.
He looks 50.
Is now 30.
Oh, absolutely. His skin's been hanging
Check
in
out the
towels since he was
Cats with
25.
Ovechkin. Holy
He's
shit.
now 35 goals away from breaking Gretzky's record. He's on pace to do it this year now.
Yeah.
You couldn't
That's-
buy a ticket if it was at home.
That's awesome.
You couldn't buy a ticket if he was a goal away.
Oh, no.
And Biz on the Spit and Chicklets podcast made a good point. He doesn't want Ovechkin to break it this year. He wants him to get to about like 10 away and then have all season, all off season, them to be the talk about, oh, he's going to break the record. And then when hockey starts and it's in the middle of football season, he wants that to be something that people are talking about next year.
To
But
pull
he
the-
did make a good point that the last game of the season, I think, is in Washington against the Penguins. If he could break it on the
that
chances
day,
of that
yeah.
happening
Hey,
are
that's
but on
poetry in
that
motion
day
right there.
against
That's
Crosby.
Scripted.
Right in Crosby's face. Right in Crosby's face.
Scripted. Oh, do men call it poetry in
I like-
sports? I call it scripted.
I thought Freeman had a good example of that, but that would be even more. I mean, that would be incredible.
And it would also be more incredible because it would probably be the way that things are looking right now. The Caps ending the season and moving off, going into the playoffs while Sidney Crosby and the Penguins don't go in. And he breaks the record against Crosby. That would be beautiful. I would love that. But
crazy
really,
scenario.
honestly, I'm just so excited to see him break the record. And so scoring
Yeah.
5 goals in a week, let's get this going.
Yeah,
I love
That's
it.
pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
he's rocking, man. Rocking. What about you, Ray? What you
Well,
got?
I mean, I think it has to be Tyler Bass kicking a 61
Yeah.
yard.
Yeah, it was a hero.
It was amazing.
You said Tyler Bass for president.
Yeah, I did with the cute little.
61 yards and
61
had the
yards.
juice on the end.
It was just amazing. Yeah, we could have taken it to overtime.
The game back and forth. It was
But they
just a great
trusted
game.
him, and I think it's again. Well,
You gotta let him try right
I
there.
think Bills has
gotta
a
let him
nasty
try.
history with kickers, right?
Yeah, and they were running the ball at the end. They were
Nasty
trusting him.
history with kickers. So,
Right.
but they're trusting him at a 61 yard, and he came in clutch. I think was
Yeah,
poetic.
he's making
See?
up for it.
Oh, I get it. Poetic. Yeah.
Poetic. He's making up for it though. For sure. That was awesome. They're rocking right now. Bills are definitely a juggernaut up there with the Chiefs and Lions.
How about you, buddy?
7-2.
What moves me for the week? I guess it had to be for me. I'm a diehard Freeman fan. I hated to see him go. He was one of my favorite players to watch. You know, Chipper and Andrew were my favorite growing up, and they stayed in the organization as long as they could. Andrew left right at the end, but Chipper was one of the greats that stayed all throughout his career. And I thought Freddie was going to do the same thing. He couldn't stay, but he definitely
Will he
continued his
go
legacy.
into Cooperstown as a Brave?
I don't think so. I think
You don't think he'll choose the Braves?
No, I think especially if he wins a few more titles with these guys. So it's his hometown too. He just looks very comfortable. I'm not saying I wouldn't love it. I would love to see that.
I think he looks
I
better
think
in
he
Dodger
would.
blue.
I think when he goes to Cooperstown, I think he's choosing Braves.
I mean, after that 6th year, you think he's going to come back his last?
No,
2 years.
that's
Oh,
not
you
how
think-
it goes.
okay.
In
They
the
get to
Hall of
pick.
Fame, when you go into the Hall of
Okay.
Fame
You
in
get to
baseball,
pick.
you have to
Okay.
choose.
Yeah.
You have to because on the bust
They'll have
they
your hat.
have your hat, and you have to pick a team.
Oh yeah. I definitely think that he.
There are,
picked the
I think
Braves
there are
then.
some
What
players
team
that
does he
didn't
want to be
choose it.
associated
There
with
are, I think
forever
there
and
are
ever
some
and
that
ever?
didn't, and I think it's just an MLB logo. But
He even said all the crap and politics and media aside, he literally said in front of the camera he wanted to be a Brave no matter what. The rest of his career, he didn't want to go to LA. But he just happened to, that he grew up there. It was his hometown. He fit in, and he just led them to a championship. That just moved me a lot, especially they had like a background story on him almost losing both of his parents, and he was like 14. His mom died from cancer, I think, and his dad was in very like critical condition.
Yeah.
And
They went through some stuff.
he went to the hospital and kind of like, gave his dad good spirits. And the doctors were like, it's a good thing you came here, because we don't know if that your dad would have made it past this. And they just, they always talk about that. And then after that grand slam, he goes up to him and like, it's like a real awesome moment. Goes up to his dad and just all smiles. And
It did, make me
awesome.
tear up a little
Yeah.
bit. It was a heartwarming
it was
moment, for
crazy.
sure.
I couldn't believe it.
A good
It was
story.
it was a great moment. So yeah, that definitely moved me for the week. I hate the Dodgers, but I'll always love Freddie Freeman. Respect the man,
Okay.
Hall of Famer. But before we run
got
out of
snack
time,
reviews.
we got a few more minutes. Let's do snack reviews. Start with our infamous Taki churro charge.
Can we start with these?
Yeah.
Non-spicy.
I guess.
We got 10 on. Give me a few more comments.
They kind of,
These
I
last
kind of
few
warmed up to them
minutes.
because
I
I
wondered about that.
I was eating them while we were doing this
I'm
show.
gonna
I
give
got
them
one
like
more.
a 4.
I warmed up to I warmed up to them a little bit. Get a good handful.
No, I'm good on them.
I just think if you take a tortilla chip and put some like cinnamon sugar on them,
It's too much.
about the same.
It's too tortilla-y. Too tortilla-y.
Okay.
You definitely need some drink.
I kind of warmed up to them.
Dry tortilla-y.
I'm gonna give it a solid 5 right in the middle.
I'm at 6.5.
Oh, I'm at like a 3.
Yeah, I was at.
Maybe some icing.
They underwhelmed.
What about some
pretty
like
generous
icing to
with a
dip in?
4.7.
Is there something-
They're very dry and very thick corn.
Now,
Like
if you had
corn
like
chip at the end. That's
if you had
what
a
we said
nice
earlier.
like cream cheese
Yes,
dip or
cream
something,
cheese icing. Yes.
or like icing or something to dip it in to give it a little more
Maybe.
sweetness.
So
and
what?
I think if the
So
chip
then
was
you're not
thinner.
rating the chip then.
Right.
Yeah, with the
no, it needs something else.
yeah, it does.
That's why I only give
I
it
agree.
a
That's why I gave it a 3.
All right, we got 3. What do you got?
Pretty damn good.
What do you got, Rob? For the churro.
I gave
Next
it a
we got
4.7.
the
4-7.
let's do those.
All right, how we got? We got jalapeno.
Rachel's been eating.
Yeah.
Rachel like
I got one right here. Rachel's been eating.
Look,
They're
I
not
made pot
great.
roast and mashed potatoes before I came here and haven't got to eat it. And
Oh
my
my
family's
gosh.
at home eating it, and I'm starving.
Hot roast
so.
sounds so
They're
good.
not great.
they're not amazing, but
like
they're
them.
better than I
Grow on
thought they would
you.
be.
It's subtle though. I
Those
like,
grew on
I
me.
like the flavor, and I could.
I was
definitely
afraid
munch.
the spiciness because if you
They
say
build.
jalapeno, you gotta
It
deliver
builds,
the
for
peno.
sure.
That's just enough. I like it.
I
a
think
lot.
there should be a little more jalapeno.
Oh, see, I think it's good because it did get a
Oh,
little
I could
too
definitely use
spicy.
more for sure.
There's some more jalapeno
Like
flakes.
after a little while, it got a little spicy, but then I was like, my tongue warmed up. I feel like, and
Yeah.
it was like, oh, okay, this is delicious.
So I'm at like a.
I give them like a 7.6.
I was gonna say 8, like a good 8.
I was gonna say like a
Pretty
6-8.
pretty good,
6-8.
pretty good. A little more spice, make them a 9.
Give it a solid 7.2. I think I can definitely munch at least half a bag. You know, watching a game, chilling.
I don't need to rate the next
would.
one. I'm,
Yeah, but our
my
last one.
rating means
I want one more though.
No toffee.
because
Robert's not a
getting
big
a 0.
toffee fan.
You
Now,
can touch it. I don't care. Just.
I don't.
There you go.
It really would have been fine.
if
I don't mind them at all. I don't mind the.
if
heat
I
bar.
have to play devil's advocate, the only thing I get because they're artificially flavored, it smells like that bad dollar store fall candle smell. The
Oh, I hate that.
you know what
fall
I'm
candle.
saying?
Yes,
You know
I
exactly.
hate
It's
that
so
smell.
uber sweet, like caramelly,
Yes.
like a bad candy corn
Yes.
candle. You find it big lots and you smell it, and it's just like, oh.
It's a little sweet.
So
It's like pumpkin spice, and you're like, ooh, and you smell it, and you're like, boo.
yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I get a little whiff of that,
Yes.
but once you
agree.
bite into it, the little sugar crystals and the creaminess of it.
It's not my favorite, but I think with milk, it would improve 2 points.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's like those.
I
Like,
gotta say, usually I'm pretty solid on these Oreos. I'm only at like a 6.5.
Way too high.
Yeah.
We knew you
mid-tier.
hate him, Robert. You give him a 0.
I say 6-1. 6-1. They got a good toffee taste though. If you like toffee.
That's an oxymoron.
I do like toffee. I think they're like a 7. Like I said, with milk, they'd be 2 points. I think they'd be a 9.
So I don't know. I tried this week. I tried to get
Yeah.
something new. I'm
Hey,
waiting
man.
for all.
We're all
I'm waiting
with
for
luck.
all the good Christmas snacks because it's
Yes.
it's snack season.
Give us
You
some
know.
snack ideas. Thanksgiving,
season.
Christmas.
Oh
Whatever
yeah,
you see,
Something.
Walmart, your Kroger's.
Yeah.
they're gonna have
Send us
all that good
pictures.
stuff. But the thing is, I don't like chocolate mint anything.
Oh, I don't either.
I'm not a chocolate
hear you.
peppermint.
Carson loves it.
Chocolate peppermint. Mrs. Oxon loves chocolate peppermint.
That's funny.
I do.
Thin mint.
Balin likes chocolate peppermint, and Carson likes chocolate
I don't mind it.
like green mint.
Breaking news.
I don't mind. Oh, here we go.
The first
Sports world.
projected bracket for the 12-team college football playoff. The official projected bracket.
Are we back on?
Yeah, I plugged it in.
Sorry
Can you
about
hear
the
us now?
technical difficulties.
Which mic cable? Oh, good.
Our
Okay.
Mike,
Bye.
our
Yeah.
Dr. Mike Oxlong might have
The first two teams out. Basically, the rankings came out, and so that was based off those rankings. That would be the playoffs, and the first two teams out are the 13 SMU and the 14 Texas A&M.
Okay.
That's sweet.
Well,
I don't think there's any. There shouldn't be really much gripe about anything there. I don't think that it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
word.
Very
Well,
cool.
Don't forget about our sweepstakes
Yes.
coming up.
Our send off. Once again, guys, we're trying to hit 250 before Christmas.
Send it out. We got
correct?
some new people in here today.
Yeah, we're
so
trying
thanks
to
for joining us.
Get these
Share,
holiday
share,
months.
Share.
We're going to try to set up, I'm pretty sure, in the next month, maybe another trivia night. We can get the Purple Cobras. Our Purple
Car
Cobras
Ramrod.
versus Car Ramrod. We're going to try to set that up
Some
coming up
trivia
soon.
night. That sounds like fun.
Our trivia night. Try
What
to
kind
set
of
that
trivia
up.
should we do?
Yeah, I think Randall set that up last time. We could, get some ideas for some good questions.
Can we do Harry Potter trivia?
Harry Potter
Oh,
trivia?
I have seen all the movies. But
And
I-
Robert hasn't seen any.
Sports
That's why I
slash
picked it.
Harry Potter trivia. That'd be cool.
You still have never watched any of them?
Yeah.
No.
I like the first half of
we
the
benched
first,
Yeah,
all
was that
7 in
the
a
first
row
half
last
of the
summer.
first
You'd have
one,
to
We do
binge.
it like every month.
and I saw
Yeah,
Prisoner of Azkaban
Prisoner of
in
Azkaban.
theaters.
Sirius Black, right?
That's a good one.
It was a good.
That's one of my
It was a
favorites.
good movie.
Sirius
I
Black.
enjoyed
Probably
it.
my second
Sirius
favorite
Black
one.
has a sad
Love
song
it.
to sing, doesn't he?
So sad.
Yeah, we have
Anyway,
that coming up, and then our 1-year anniversary is coming up less than 3 weeks, I think. Less than 3 weeks. We'll
That's
have
crazy.
our 1 year
1 year.
remember
Oh,
back
pod.
in the basement, guys?
in Randall's basement with the fold up beer pong table.
That's my
and two
craft
mics.
table.
That's now Randall's craft table.
The beer pong table. That's
And we had
Yeah.
the microphone to like clip
Yeah,
to the side of
microphone
it.
clip.
And then it was like falling off.
Yeah, we
So we had to hold it up with a stool.
lighting. We've
Yeah.
come a long way, guys.
Yeah, long way.
Shout
since
out
then.
varsity.
Love-
Thank you for giving us this
Shout out to Varsity once again. Thank you guys, Varsity Park.
movie trivia.
Shout out to them.
That was
I do like to, James, I do like movie trivia.
Yeah, I love
I'm
that.
down with movie.
I could do
We
movie
did that a
trivia.
little bit.
Yeah, there was a
Tied in.
movie category.
I'll just
I like
bring
that.
over I'll just bring Blockbuster and we can play that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, that game is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send off real quick before we run out of time.
Rachel
Thank you
would
guys
like that.
again. I saw we had about in and around 10 to 12 watching the whole time, so thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the live comments, staying engaged, and we appreciate you guys just doing what you do. That's why we do it.
Thank you, Josh,
that's why we're
behind
here
the
every
scenes.
week.
How can we go the whole episode
Oh my
without thanking
God.
Josh?
Southern Roots.
Oh yeah, definitely had
Thanks,
Josh,
Josh.
on there.
Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
What
for
he
helping
does
us.
behind the scenes, he's not here with us because he's so
He
busy.
just saved us with a message.
Yes, saved us with a message on the screen. Or Mike went out. He's just behind it all.
He's got us.
He's always multitasking. He's always
wind
doing
beneath
it.
our wings.
Yes, sir.
The wind beneath our
We
wings.
wouldn't
Josh
be able
Richards.
to do any of this without him. He's the tech guy, the audio guy. He's just the
our
guy that
Jamie.
makes it all happen.
He's our
Jamie.
Yeah,
what? You, Jamie?
It's Joe Rogan's producer.
Joe Rogan's
He's
producer.
always saying Jamie.
He's our
bring it up.
Jamie.
I hate Joe.
Jamie.
Sports
We'll
Bites,
talk about that
Jamie.
another time.
Jamie, bring it up.
All right, well, let's
Wrap it up.
wrap
What are
it
we
up.
here for?
Thank you guys. Thank you, Rachel, Brent,
thank
Rob,
you.
myself.
Later.
Thanks for hosting.
Thank you, Varsity, once again. No problem. I don't mind doing it at all. It's cool to be able to do this every once in a while.
Give Randy a little bit of
Yeah,
a breather.
Randall needed a little breather for the night, so we gave him the night off.
Hello.
That was cool. Thank you guys
enjoying
again. So we are Sports Bites, your #1 rated podcast, best of both worlds.
Snacks.
Oh,
I always do snacks.
All right.
well,
though.
snacks and sports.
And snacks.
Sports. Like was it Pat
Awesome.
McAfee? Like sports. All right. Thank you guys.
Bye, guys.
later.
Have a good night.
See ya, Josh.
See ya.
Boop.
Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag.